Last week saw the launch of Star Wars: The High Republic. The first novel in the series is Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. This is once again going to be backwards, and for that, I apologize. This is a canon novel of the Disney canon, so it counts, and there's going to be spoilers about in this synopsis and review. So you're warned. Okay. 200 years before the events of the prequels, the OT, we have the High Republic. The Jedi are at their height of their power. The Republic is at the height of its goodness. It's not very corrupt at all. And, the book follows a lot of different Jedi and some bad guys and some just galactic citizens. And it's divided into 3 parts. And the first part involves an accident in hyperspace in which a ship breaks apart as it's traveling through hyperspace. A cargo ship. It's very, very large. So, as it is broken apart, it reverts back to real space, all the pieces as they were. And so it's essentially like someone fired a shotgun, a spaceship, a gigantic spaceship-sized shotgun into space. And so one of these systems has like a bunch of these pieces of the spaceship hurtling towards it, and it's an agricultural system towards the outer rim. I think it's mid-rim. And so they have a huge problem because not only are people going to die, but more people will starve if the pieces of these ships hit the surface of the fruited moon, or whatever they call it. And so the Republic and the Jedi are called in, and they spend the first half, well, not the first half, but the first of 3 parts, about 130 or so pages, saving the day. Like, first the accident happens, and then everyone's like, oh no, we're all gonna die, and then the Jedi show up. And it's, real cool. Really, really good. Full of action. Like, the first 100 and something pages is almost nothing but action. A lot of starship stuff, which is really cool. New ships. Same old races. And let me tell you, likable Jedi. Like, likable Jedi. Like, it's been a long time. Like Cornhorn, maybe. Like, just really cool people. There's this one Twi'lek loading Great Storm, something like that, whose Padawan is having problems jumping off of high things and then controlling his descent with the Force so he doesn't die. And so the Jedi, his Loden, is like, well, we'll just go back to Coruscant, and I'll throw you off one of the tallest buildings we can find, and you'll be falling for like 4 minutes, so you'll figure it out. And it's like really matter of fact, but it's hilarious. I really, really liked it. He's really cool. The second part of the book introduces the bad guys of this time period so far. The Nihil, 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 and they're essentially space Vikings who have the ability to travel through hyperspace differently, which is, spoilers, how that first accident happened, because you had one ship going normally through hyperspace like we see in the movies, but the Nil can like go perpendicular, and they like went and crashed into each other, and so they have these special engines that look like green fire, and it allows them to access what they call the paths. And the paths are found by this lady who's wicked old, like over 100, being kept alive by medical pods and stasises by the bad guys, and it seems to me she might be Jedi, but she is definitely related to Lor Sentenka, who we see at the beginning of The Force Awakens and in some comics by Charles Soule, the Poe Dameron comics, so it's not really that surprising that they show up. That clan, the Santega clan, is apparently like one of the main discoverers of the OG hyperspace routes, and so that's really cool. Also, they were the people that started the things that Lobot wears, and they put them on people so they could calculate hyperspace routes better. So the Nil become a problem. They try to kidnap a wealthy family. The Jedi are there to stop them. It's a really, really, really good book. I would encourage you to read it. I don't want to spoil anymore for you. It's really, really good. There's a Trandoshan Jedi. I mean, if that doesn't make you want to read it, I don't know what will. So, the book itself. Short chapters. I don't think any of them was longer than 20 pages. Very, 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 very well written. I'm a fan of Soule from his comic work, not just in Star Wars, but She-Hulk was really good. Daredevil was eh. His Star Wars work is amazing. His Wolverine stuff was okay. But, man, this book, I was enthralled, enraptured. It moves really, really nice. There's a cliffhanger at the end, which hopefully Soule comes back and writes another book, because, oh man. And, yeah. It's told in just normal third person, past, I'm pretty sure. It's lengthy. It's not as long as I wish it was, but it's over 300, which is nice. I think closer to 4. And it just rips right along. The characterization is great. The action's great. It is not laugh out loud funny like an Alston book, but it's like it's funny. There's some very lighthearted moments that had me smiling. And it's really feel good. It's really, really feel good, which, in this time is not a horrible thing to have. Some great characters. Really, really good. The writing's crisp, easy to follow. The planets are cool. The aliens are cool. The ships are cool. And just all the world building and, like, the lore, man. Oof. I highly, 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 highly recommend it. Okay. So out of 5 lightsabers, I would give it 5 lightsabers. 5 out of 5 lightsabers. 100%. It's amazing. A++ book. This little bonus here at the end for you is called The Great Jedi Rescue. It's a children's book. It's got like stickers in it and stuff. I mean, this is legitimately a child's book. I like it a lot because of the illustrations. You get to, see more what the ships look like. I don't know if you can see this stuff or not. But you get to see what the ships look like. You get to see what all the characters look like. However, it is the first part of the novel, but for kids. So if you don't want the first part spoiled for you, I was very glad that I read it after I'd finished that part. So that's all. That book, I don't know, it's a kid's book. It's got stickers in it, so 4 lightsabers out of 4. The art's cool. I like the cover a lot because it's got the Jedi, Wookiee Jedi, who's a Padawan, actually. Yeah. I guess that's it. So, have a good life. Take a moment to stop and smell the roses. And, when we do this again, we'll be doing Revan. So, that'll be fun.